big show to do? Hello, I'm Jerk and welcome to the big show. It seems like it's one of those weeks. It seems like everybody is begging to get onto the program and have their chance at brief internet fame. And who am I to deny someone their brief chance in front of the camera for glory? I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm here to help the little guy. Which brings us to today's guest. Our little buddy has been on the show a few times, but I have long said they are welcome to appear anytime they want because they're usually just one of those dream guests, you know, there's chemistry and banter and fun stories, and oh my gosh, I'm talking over all the time I could be spending with them. So let's get him out here. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our little buddy. The Tier 7 Premium German battleship, the Perp of Derp. Give it up for Tirptiz. Now, the Tirptiz has been on the show many times, and longtime viewers will know that I like to play this ship like an F-14. And when I get in the cockpit, I've got a need for speed. And as such, I'm going into A and announcing myself. Good morning, gentlemen. The temperature is 110 degrees. Holy crap, it's Medigic. That's right, I come right in here to support my destroyer because how could I look at any of your sweet little faces if I didn't practice what I preach? Of course, it helps that this destroyer with me has radar. Nonetheless, I'm not going to abandon my wingman, even if his ego is writing checks his body can't cash. Now check this out. This is not something that you see every day. My guns have a target lock. Look at that dispersion. You will never see dispersion like that on a Tirptiz. Maybe ever again. Certainly not in this game. Our first bogey is down, and so we can turn our attention over to the next, and I'll give you all a bit of a spoiler. There are a lot of very poor choices that the Reds will make in this game, and a lot of what the blue team kind of leaves me thinking that they've lost that loving feeling. Well, I don't want to give it all away. So we've got another bogey closing in fast, and I'm going to light them up just as soon as I can get a target lock. Let me pull some evasive maneuvers here, maybe go for the old G4 negative dive, you know, inverted. Anyway, I've about got the missile lock. All right, we've got it now. Let's take the shot. And there we go. So that's two, and I bet you can never guess who our third target is going to be. You think it's that Nagato? Wrong. It's the Atlanta. I'm just kidding. It's actually the Nagato. Well, I wanted it to be the Atlanta, but they are actually going to drop spot there. So let's get our attention back to the Nagato, and we'll proceed to buzz the tower. I'm going to close the distance to get my secondaries going, and I will fire a warning shot to this player, telling them, just turn off your console or face the consequence. That sounds so cocky. Sorry. But the Tirptiz was feeling it this game. So once they take their next shot, we're going to turn. There's part of it. There's the rest. Now it's time to turn and get off a full salvo. And I have long said the Tirptiz is an abusive relationship. It's always easy to forget the bad times when the good times are so good. And right now the Tirptiz is Leo, and I'm Shelly serving up cherry pie at the Double R Diner. Oh, Dev Strike. Alright, so we've got all three. So if I can maintain this rate, I should be able to sink the entire red team. Let's turn and get headed over to B to make that possible, and I can show you the commander and modules that I'm using in this match. So up on the big screen, we have Celiacs with some no-haired hippie and the AC unit. We've gone for full secondaries, as is the usual case, but you can see I don't have the Brawler perk selected, and as for why, it's an accident. I've had a few requests to do videos on the Bismarck using the stock commanders, and so I've been switching some perks around to try different things, and I forgot to change it back is all. 10 out of 10 times would I keep Brawler on the Tirptiz. That's just the way that I like to play this ship, and if I had it on here, maybe things would end differently in this match. I don't know, we'll see. Right now, this destroyer and I are arguing about who will be whose wingman. And they are informing that I play too dangerous, and I'm all, that's right, I am dangerous. Woo! And I gotta say, this destroyer player, they were with me most of the entire time and not at all afraid to fire their guns, even at an Atlanta. And while sometimes it might be tempting to let your kids just put their hand on the stove and gain a valuable life lesson, child services would definitely have an issue with that. And so sometimes we have to protect our kids from themselves. And that's what I'm going to try and do here. We're going to see that this first shot does not finish that Atlanta, so turn hard and get the rear turret off. Plus, come on, we're trying to sink the entire team here. And yoink it we do. So, we have got every ship sunk so far. Please make this turn. Oh, that's going to put a cramp in my style. Do you believe in miracles? And would it be possible to actually sink an entire red team? I've got this Leon coming towards me. I've got a Synop sailing around with blatant disregard for its broadside, so those both look like non-issues. The Monarch is spotted right there with some damage, but I can't lob my shot over the top. I'm not sure about the other battleship or cruiser that's down at sea, but it's likely they took some damage, so I guess it could be possible. Either way, I need to push forward as fast as I can and come around the back side of B, since my entire team, other than me and my wingman... Hey, where'd my wingman go? You don't leave your wingman. Anyway, the rest of my team is down to the southeast. So if I can get around there, I should have unfettered access to the rest of the red team and potentially a clean sweep of the board. But I need to stop getting ahead of myself, and let's just take care of what's in front of us first. I guess it's possible that the Leon has never seen a Tirptiz before. I mean, they aren't as popular as they used to be. And there's always the chance that my torpedo tubes could be busted, but that's an awful lot to be putting your faith into. And it kind of looks like that slow moment of realization is breaking across the Leon's face right now as they slow down, down, down. But I adjust the lead on my torpedoes and fire them. And it looks like they're going to connect for our second dev strike and Kraken 215 in the Tirptiz. And insofar, we have maintained sinking every ship on the enemy team. So hard to starboard, let's head to the Monarch and see if we can't take care of it and potentially this Synop at the same time. Oh. Alright, well, no clean sweep. But we did just see the Bismarck, and it's off to the left. That is a good sign, far away from our team. So I just got to take care of this Synop now. So that's going to send us hard to port, because we still have our torpedoes on our starboard side. And this Synop, I don't know what this guy's thinking either. So they, if you saw, they fired their salvo when I was bow in, so they're not going to have another shot for another 20-ish seconds, which is more than enough time for my torpedoes to get there. I only need 4 seconds. I'm just holding these so they can take all 4 of them on the nose, but they're going to get kind of hit hard there. So let's just drop the torpedoes, and there's our 6-pack. Hello there. Weak York. So you remember that whole thing where I was saying about the abusive relationship? Well, this is where the Tirptiz is going to demonstrate that with its dispersion. This should be ship number 7. But it is Leo instead telling me, from now on, Shelly, you only smoke 1 brand of cigarettes. Even with that rear turret firing. Check that out. 1 overpin. So, the York is still alive. The Bismarck is here. At most, we could do 8. But again, these players aren't playing by the same rules as me. They're trying to, I don't know. They're trying to win. They're trying to sink me, but If this York hadn't gone right, or if I had fired at this Bismarck, then maybe that Bismarck would be number 7 for me. Maybe I could have got that York, but I think actually, is it our destroyer who sinks the York? Our wingman? Maybe it is. Wait, didn't they have torpedoes? Uh-oh. But that's the game. I guess we'll just have to settle for the 6-pack. But man, in the happiest timeline, that was definitely a clean sweep. So let's see the scoreboard. 2,900 XP for a very good game. No, just a good game. Just shy of the very good game. Not a bad showing by blue, though the positioning. Very good game by the red Monarch. Looks like they were definitely trying to put the team on their back. And that wraps it up for this one. If the Tirptiz is still like a damn fine cup of coffee, hit like. If you have some inside knowledge and are trying to tell me without telling me that the Bayard is coming next update, hit dislike. Questions, comments, whatever your log is telling you, leave it down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe for Laura. Thanks for watching, folks. I will get back out there for another one soon, and we will talk then.